everyone. I'm Tracy Campoli, and it's January, and I don't know if you can see behind me. It's like a freaking blizzard here in New York today. So since I'm stuck in my home, I thought this would be an awesome opportunity for us to create your breakthrough year. So we are going to be doing that together. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to teach you really the keys that you need to create your breakthrough year. And there really are keys that absolutely must be in place. Otherwise, you might find yourself creating a New Year's resolution or wanting to create something for yourself and feeling frustrated and feeling like another year. And I do not want that to be the case for you at all. So here's the deal. I talk really fast. I move really fast. I'm a New Yorker, as you guys know. So it's really, really important, to stay with me here. I am going to take some time for Q&A, both on Facebook. I can't have everything open at the same time on Facebook and here on the Zoom webcast. So let's get into this. I really want to dive into this. So if you don't know me already, I'm Tracy Campoli. I'm a lifestyle and a wellness coach. And really quickly, I just want to share with you sort of why I do what I do. I actually started off my career as a dancer, and I was a chronic dieter. I, really hated my body. I spent hours and hours every single day in front of the mirror, and I had this constant conversation with myself of calling myself fat. So it didn't matter what my weight was on the scale, which I freaking lived by that scale. It never was good enough. I was never thin enough. I never felt confident. I never felt good in my clothes. And I just thought if I could get this body thing right, that everything would change for me. But the truth is, I had it all backwards. And so I struggled. I tried diet after diet. I would try diet pills. I would jump, back and forth like January. Let me know if you can relate to this by leaving me a comment. January was always like I'm going to start a brand new diet and I'm going to get thin. And that would work for maybe a couple of weeks. And then I would fail. And then I would think, oh, it's not possible for me. And then I would think, I can't do this. Like, what's the problem with me? So it was really, really frustrating. And this went on for year after year after year. It killed my self-esteem. It killed my relationships even because I felt like I wasn't good enough. And it was incredibly, incredibly frustrating and debilitating. So all this to say, that's why I'm here today. And what I did is I finally decided I needed a breakthrough back in the day. I needed it because I knew if I kept going the rate that I was going, that was going to be what my life was going to look like, doing the same thing over and over and over, trying diet after diet after diet. And it was killing me. Yeah, I can see in the comments here on Facebook, people saying, yep, totally been there. Oh, I can see the comments here. Sorry, I'm trying to do like two things at once here. So forgive me if I'm looking off screen. So I can see some of your comments at the same time. So all that to say, I was like, I can't live like this anymore. So when I was about 29 years old, I was like, there's got to be another way. There just has to be. And I did not know what that was going to look like. I didn't know what that was going to feel like. I didn't know anything. And I just decided no more dieting. No more dieting. I was terrified. I thought that I was going to get big as a house. I thought, my dancing career was going to be over. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I just knew that I couldn't live that way any longer. And so when I began to heal myself from the inside out, everything changed. Not only did I lose the weight that I kept struggling with all the time, time and time again, lose a couple pounds, go gain it back, lose some pounds, gain it back. And I was in this like back and forth. But even worse than the weight, I want you all to hear this, much, much worse than the weight and the struggle with the weight was what it was doing to my freaking self-esteem. It was awful. I felt like I sucked. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like, I was going to be having a life of having to count calories, take diet pills, appetite suppressants, and really give up everything in order to create what I thought was going to make me happy. So it was this terrible cycle. And when I finally decided no more, I was no more available for this, that was a complete breakthrough. Now it did take some time and I healed. And, you know, I did the work that I needed to do in order to really, really change and get my life looking the way that I wanted to get my body feeling the way that I wanted it to, you know, but it was an absolute breakthrough. And then once I got to the other side of that, that's exactly why I'm here with you guys today. Because I know what it feels like to feel like, why not me? Why not me? Why does it seem like all these other women have it figured out, but I can't figure it out? And it's my mission to help women free themselves from this terrible cycle of dieting, terrible cycle of self-loathing, and really create bodies and lives that they love. So I want to just check in with you guys. Want to make sure you guys can all hear me. Can you hear me? Hang on. There's so many things going on here. Great, great, great. I see people here. This is awesome. Great, great, great. So if you're here on the webcast, please do. I see Erica said hi. I hope this is working. This is Erica. You can type in there, and you can also type in on Facebook, and I will try and look at your comments here. So let's dive into the keys here, okay? This is really important. I really want to hear from all of you. I want to share this information, and I want you to create 2018 to be your breakthrough year, because I know if I can do it, you can absolutely do it, okay? So if you're anything like me, what I thought before I had solved this, before I'd had my own breakthrough, before I got off the diet roller coaster and all the craziness, I really thought that in order for me to create that body that I wanted, that I had to give up everything. Okay, I'm Italian American. You guys might know this about me. I mean, my last name's Campoli. I really believed that, you know, in order for me to lose the weight that I was struggling with, in order to feel the way that I wanted to feel, in order to look the way that I wanted to look, that I was going to have to, you know, really have this black and white thinking, because that's diet mentality, right? I mean, you guys have been there before, right? So it's like, oh, you know, I'm good for like a couple days, and then it's like the candy. That was the big thing for me, was candy. I was such a candy addict, sugar addict. So I thought, you know, I would have to really give that up. And so I would be like, I'm never going to eat candy again. I'm never going to eat junk food again. I'm never going to, you know, whatever that is. So that was what I thought I really had to do. Not true. Can I get an amen, ladies? Not true at all. Okay. Key number one is, and I want you to write this down if you have a pen and paper, you do not need another dumb diet. You don't need another dumb diet. In fact, that is the last freaking thing that you need, is another dumb diet. Here we are, it's January, I don't know, what is it? January 4th, okay? If you watch any TV at all, what are you getting bombarded with? You're getting bombarded with all the advertisements for all of the diet plans, all of the things that you should be trying, all of these, you know, crazy nutrition, you know, plans that are coming out, right? I get it, right? And everybody's in that New Year's resolution. This is my year, you know, and health and weight loss is really the number one resolution that people make. So people tend to think, oh, it has to be this way or it has to be that way. And I am here to tell you, no, girlfriend, that is not the case at all. You do not need to have this either or mentality at all. You don't have to give up everything in your life. But what you do need to get into balance. You do need to have science actually working for you, okay? So getting into balance does not mean never eating in a restaurant again. My husband and I eat in restaurants 6 to 7 nights a week. I love food. I love good food. I live in New York City. I live in Alaska today, but I live in New York City. You know, we have a great food, you know, culture here. There's incredible restaurants, some of the best in the world. I love that. That's how I fell in love with my husband. So there was no way, and he's a total foodie too. I was like, there's no way I can be with this man and be like, you know what, I'll just have a salad. No dressing, please. F that. You know, that's not what I want. Please, you know, if you're watching on Facebook, give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up, or leave me a comment and let me know that that is not what you want either. Or let me, you know, leave a comment here on the webcast. I see balance. Yes, absolutely. You know, you don't need to give everything up. You do not. You don't need to go on another dumb diet. Please don't do that. I was just talking to my clients yesterday, and I was saying with them, aren't you guys so glad that you don't have to go searching for another dumb diet? You don't have to do that anymore. So here's what you do want. The key is, creating balance in your body, okay? And guess what, you guys? You do that through food, through actually eating. And it's not that difficult. I have to tell you, it really, really is not that difficult. But here's what's really important. I want you to hear this. Creating that balance, you want to create that balance. And it absolutely must, and I want you to write this down, it must work with your life and your lifestyle. Okay, now, as I said, my husband and I, we love eating out. So in order for me to not, gain all this weight when we started dieting, I was like, all right, I have to create food habits, so that I can go to all of these wonderful restaurants and still fit into my favorite jeans, or still take a wonderful trip to Turks and Caicos or wherever we want to go, right? So it has to work with your life and your lifestyle. Please tell me, if you're with me here, because this is a huge one, right? If it doesn't, it's not going to work for you. And that's really, really important, because it's not sustainable. It absolutely will not be able to be sustained. Why? You guys have all experienced this. If you've ever been on a diet, you've experienced this. You do whatever crazy thing that they tell you to do, right? And you can do that for maybe 2 weeks, maybe a couple days, right? And then you're like, this sucks, right? This really sucks. I'm not sticking with this. Or there's a birthday party, or your husband wants to take you on a vacation, or you get a great reservation. My anniversary is this month, and we just had a great reservation. I'm so excited at the end of this month, this has to work with your life and your lifestyle. If it doesn't, it's falling out the window, okay? So please say it with me loud and proud. You do not need another dumb. The key is creating balance, using food, and it absolutely must work with your life and your lifestyle. That should feel like a big old breath of fresh air, my lovely friends. This should feel like such a huge breath of fresh air, okay? So please let me know, leave me comments here. Oh, good, I'm seeing we don't need another dumb diet. That's awesome. I'm completely with you. Good. Yes, manja with purpose. Awesome. This is important. So it's super great to see your comments and to see that you're still with me here. Okay. Here's the other thing. If you were like me, back in my dieting days, another thing that I would do is I would put all of my power into the scale. If any of you guys can relate to me, please let me know. I thought, those numbers were everything. The scale was everything with me. I would weigh myself at least a minimum of once a day. And if I'm being really honest with you guys, I was actually weighing myself probably more than once a day, right? I would check, what is that number? And here's what I also want to share with you guys. So I had this crazy self-sabotage cycle that I was in, where I would weigh myself. I'd go on the crazy diet. I would start seeing the numbers changing in the way that I wanted them to. And then what would I do? I would actually get cocky, and then I would F up all the fruits of my effort. You see what I mean? Just what I was saying in key number one. It was a stupid, dumb diet because it wasn't working with my life and lifestyle. There was no wiggle room. It was so like this or that. Erica, I know, yep. And Leslie's saying, yep, me too, same thing. I got it. Yes, this is hitting a nerve, right? That scale was like God to me. I mean, it was everything. It told me if I was going to have a good day or a bad day. It would tell me if I felt like I had worth or if I had no worth. It was everything. It ruled my freaking life, okay, was the scale. But here's the key. The second key that I want to share with you, and this is a huge, huge breakthrough. I want you guys to just really open up to having a massive, massive breakthrough right now in this very moment. Okay? You got it all backwards. You've got it all backwards. And I had it all backwards too. Okay? The second key that I want to share with you that is a huge breakthrough is it all starts on the inside. Write that down. It all starts on the inside. And specifically, my friends, between your ears, between your little ears, okay? It is an inside job. Erica says, hell yeah, good. I'm glad this is resonating with you guys, all right? Here's the deal. I see this all the time, not just in myself, but with my clients too. So take, for example, I have a client, Ginny, okay? She is amazing, love her to death, and she was doing all the workouts, doing all the things that she knew to do, but she was like, it's just not working for me. It's not working for me. Like, I'm not getting the results that I want. I'm not getting the results. Ginny's here, and she said, yep, that's true. Here's the deal. We started working together, and I told her, look, I need you to trust me here. And I need you to start focusing on the inner conversation going on in your head. Really, really important. Why? The inner creates the outer. What we think and what we speak and say to ourselves is what we become. Fact. In every area of your life. Here's the other thing. I have many, many clients that hire me that want to lose 0 pounds. That's really important for you to hear that. I have many, many women that are like, my weight, my body is actually good, but it's really this confidence. It's this living into my purpose that I want. It's all an inside job. Everything has to be working together, but it's an inside job. And then conversely, I have clients like my client Jimena, who's now down 80 pounds in our work together, and she's practically unrecognizable with her transformation. She looks so amazing, and it's that inside job. The inner creates the outer. So here's how you create that breakthrough. First of all, I got to tell you, it takes time. It does take time. Why? For most women, when they start reaching out, when they start realizing like, I'm ready to get some help, or I'm ready to move beyond this, the problem didn't start overnight, right? Problem wasn't that way for me. I started dieting when I was 12 years old, you guys. I didn't clear it until I was 29. So from 12 to 29, I had that cycle of back and forth with dieting, right? So it's really important to know that, right? So you've got to start on the inside, because you want to unravel all of those habits, external habits, what you eat, how you move or how you don't move, or what you're eating or not eating, right? But also emotional habits, right? What are the emotional habits? Do you tend to give up? Do you tend to quit? Do you tend to have a story for yourself like, this is not going to work, right? Do you tell a story to yourself like, it's too late for me, I'm too old? Do you tell yourself a story, everyone else in my family's overweight, so that's going to be my history, right? So it takes time, but it is absolutely possible, because I see it all of the time. I want to share an awesome example of this. She's such a cutie, and I don't know if she's here right now. But my client, Sandy, she is so incredible. And she actually started working with me. And one of her big things, something that she struggled with a lot was, she really just didn't believe that she could lose weight. She was wearing a double XL, didn't ever want any pictures taken of her, was like, no, I'll just be in the background here. Like, don't take any photos of me. And it's been so amazing to watch her breakthrough, because now she's gone from a double XL to wearing a large, regular large, and letting herself show up and be seen. Talk about being seen. The woman is, I love it so much. She went on vacation in Hawaii and was showing us pictures of herself in her bathing suit, which is so awesome and so inspiring. Why? She's no different than you guys. I want you to hear this. Sandy is awesome. I know some of the girls here know her. She's absolutely incredible. But here's the thing. She just said yes to her desires. She said yes to, I'm scared out of my freaking wits, but I'm ready to create a breakthrough. I'm absolutely ready to create a breakthrough. Jenny said Sandy rocks. Yes, she does. She is a rock star. So it's really important for you to hear that, okay? And that is absolutely available for you too. And I really want you to hear that. That is available for you too when you start with the inside. Don't be like me and think, oh, the scale, it's all about those numbers. It's all about, eating or not eating, right? And for me, it was like, how little can I eat? How extreme can I be? No, You start with the inside, and that's when the breakthroughs happen, when it feels miraculous. You know, one of the things that I love so much that I hear from my clients is that they'll tell me, you know what, I don't even feel like I'm working that hard. There's actually a sense of ease and flow. Yes, they're making different choices, but it's because when you have the inside work, what you're actually saying to yourself, how you're mentally being, working with what you're actually doing on the external, then it's just like, boom, skyrocket, no matter what age you are. You know, I have clients that are in their 20s to clients that are in their mid-60s and beyond. So I know that, you know, I've been doing this for a long freaking time, you guys. I've been in this industry for 20 years, all right? So I know that it's absolutely possible for you when you open yourself up to that breakthrough. So I just want to check in with you guys before I go on. We still have one more key here. I want to hear, you know, is this resonating with you? You can type it into the chat box. I'll just take a peek over at Facebook and see where you're at. Good, good, good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great. I want to actually share, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I want to share with you a quote that I love, that I just shared with my clients today, in the spirit of generosity. I shared it with them actually yesterday, but I think it'll really resonate with you guys, okay? Saying yes to new beginnings, okay? This is just so awesome. This is Marianne Williamson. Our very cells respond to the thoughts we think. With every word, silent or spoken, we participate in the body's functioning. We participate in the functioning of the universe itself. If our consciousness grows lighter, then so does everything within and around us. This means, of course, that with our every thought, we can start to recreate our lives. In saying yes to new beginnings, we begin to bring them forth. How much do you love that? If you love that, I want to see a flood of hearts on Facebook Live, and I want to hear that that resonated with you on the Zoom, okay? So, you know, it's really, really important. You know, what we speak, what we think, consciously or unconsciously, is what we really become. Angie said, I hear that. She knows that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, good, guys. So, there is still one more key here, okay? One more key that I want to share with you. And then I want you to stay with me here because I have such an awesome opportunity, which I think I forgot because I was so into the technology, so forgive me, to share with you guys for those of you that are really ready to step forth and create a breakthrough. So make sure that you don't leave me. And if you're in the crazy Alaskan tundra that I'm in right now, we got nowhere to go anyway. So the third key, all right, the third thing here is I love outing myself. My clients know this well. I'm extremely transparent. I share with you guys, my clients, some of them are here now. You know, I share with you what's real. And that's really important. You know, you don't want to see some like, hey, my life is perfect, I'm amazing. No, that's not the case at all. Like, not at all. However, I've been, you know, doing self-development for 20 years now. You know, as a coaching client and as a coach myself. I'm a certified life coach for over a decade. I'm a certified holistic health coach. I'm a certified personal trainer for 20 years. So I'm not new at this. But here's the thing. I had this pattern. I had this my whole life. And if you ask my mom, if she's, I don't think she's on this, my mother will tell you that, you know, from 3 years old, I was always very stubborn. And I would say, no, I want to do it all by myself. All by myself. And I used to say it like this. It's really weird. I would say all by myself and me. I'm Italian, so maybe it was like the broken English, even though this is my first language. But, you know, my parents, it's like a family story that we share, that I was very, very stubborn, and I would always say, no, I'm going to do it all by myself, okay? Thank you for thinking that's cute. Here's the deal with New Year's resolutions, you guys, okay? Like I said, the number one New Year's resolution that everybody makes is to get healthy, to lose weight, you know, to get fit, to create that body that you want, right? And here's a really also staggering, scary, and really depressing statistic. So I want you to open up your ears and hear this. 95% of people fail and give up on their New Year's resolutions by February. Take that in, you guys. 95% of people fail with their New Year's resolutions by February. I'm not making that up. That is a study. And here's the other reason why I know that's true. Your friend Tracy Campoli here, I started out my career as a personal trainer and a Pilates instructor. So I lived and worked in a gym. I didn't live there, but I worked in a gym. I spent many, many hours. So you know what would happen in January. Every machine's taken, everything is crowded, everything's like crazy. Then cut to, February. Who's in the gym? The same people that were there all year long. It's the same people, okay? It's really depressing to hear that. So you have a 95% chance of failure, I'm sorry to say that to you, with your New Year's resolution. However, I have good news too. So hear me out with this. You conversely have a 95% success rate if you're not being stubborn and trying to do it on your own. That also should feel like such a breath of fresh air. Such a breath of fresh air. Here's why. So many women will come to me and they'll say, look, Trace, I know what to do. I eat really healthy. I know what to do. But I have this extra 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, doesn't even matter what the number is, okay? Pounds that are on there that I've been like losing the weight, gaining it back, losing the weight, gaining it back, and doing that cycle. Or even worse, the women that are like, okay, it's a small amount of weight, but I feel like, I'm going to say it, I feel like shit. I'm not confident. I don't feel good in my clothes. I don't feel like being intimate. I totally know what that feels like because that was absolutely me too when I was in that dieting cycle. I don't care if your goal is 2 pounds, 5 pounds, 15 pounds, or 50 pounds, or 150 pounds. As a woman, when you don't feel confident in your body, it affects absolutely every other area of your life. Absolutely every other area of your life. It really does. It's fact. I know it because I've experienced it. I've seen it with my clients before we get started. And you guys know that too, right? So someone's saying completely true. Erica's saying that. Yep, completely, completely true. And I know that you guys know that. So here's the other thing, it's frustrating right now, and it's especially frustrating right now because of this. And I want you to hear me out here. There is so much information out there right now. So much information. There is no shortage of information, especially right now. Hello, January 4th, right? So it is, this diet, this plan, count calories, count points, do this, eliminate this food group, do that, right? It's so much, it's conflicting information, right? And you can hop on any, free challenge, go to any website, get a food plan that's like, a piece of paper that's going to tell you what to do, okay? Information does not equal transformation, you guys. Information does not equal transformation. Transformation occurs when you get in there. Transformation occurs when you do the work. Transformation occurs over time. It does take time to transform. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It does take time. Is it possible? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, like I said, I have clients, I have amazing clients. My client Bryn, she's 8 inches off of her waist and throws away 3 garbage bags full of clothes. Actually, that's funny. She just wrote something, hate the diet craziness. That's Bryn, okay? It's absolutely possible. If Bryn can do it, you can do it, okay? And Bryn, you can maybe write in Facebook. I forget exactly how old you are, so how young you are, I should say. But my point is, Bryn is not a 25-year-old woman, okay? So here's what I want you to hear. Doing it alone is a recipe for staying stuck. It just is. I had to learn that lesson. My clients have learned that lesson. It is just fact, okay? Doing it, thinking, because there's so much information out there, we can think that we're actually transforming because we're consuming information. And please, if you take anything from this crazy snowstorm conversation that we're having here, I want you to really hear this, okay? Reading a book is awesome. I'm a huge reader. I read it all the time. It is not the same thing as really diving in and creating that transformation. It's not the same. I really want you to hear that. So if you've read all the books, like I did, right? If you've gone to all the website, if you've done the free challenges, and then you're like, what the heck is it with me that I don't have willpower? That's the biggest thing. Women are like, oh, I have no willpower. Willpower isn't the problem. Your willpower is not the problem. The problem is that you don't have the right structure and support and system so that you actually get the results that you want. Does that make sense? Please let me know if that makes sense, okay? Your willpower is not the problem, but I will tell you the third key here is do not do it by yourself. Remember this, okay? 95% failure rate when doing it on your own, or conversely, 95% of success rate when you have accountability. That's huge. That's massive. So it's up to you. It's up to you. Are you ready to create a breakthrough? Are you really ready for 2018 to be, my clients are like cracking up at me right now because I have this thing that I'm saying. It's 20 great teen. Do you want 2018 to be your greatest year yet? You are here on this Facebook Live. You are here with me on this Zoom, all right? If you want 2018 to be your best year and to really have a breakthrough, I encourage you, I nudge you, I push you, I shove you, I hug you, with love, I say, use and implement these keys. Do not let this just be a great conversation or something I absolutely hate when people say is not a freaking pep talk. Pep talks are great. Guess what happened? You know what? That was great information. No, guys, no. I want you to implement. I want you to change your life. I know what's possible because I've experienced and because it's my pleasure and honor to support my clients, to support people all over the world, to see them create their own breakthroughs. So I have super, super, super exciting and awesome thing to share with you here. And this is an amazing, those of you that are sitting here that are like, yes, I'm ready for 2018 to be my 20 great teen, you are so in luck, okay? Here's the scoop. My program is officially open. Woohoo! Lighten Up 2018. The doors are officially open. So this is my year-long group coaching program, and this is an awesome, awesome opportunity for those of you that are really ready to take it the next step, okay? So here's what I want to share for you. All right. There's a couple things that I want to tell you before I even start going into the details of the program, all right? So many people have been private messaging me, and I'm like, you know what? I need to, Jenny just wrote, I'm in. Yes, that's awesome. I want to really, share with you the information about it, but I also want to be really, really transparent with you guys. This program is not for everybody. It's just not, okay? I love you. I honor you for being here, but this program is not for everybody. So who this program is not for, this program is not for people that are whiners. This is not for people that are like, not coachable. And it's not for people that are like, stubborn and just not willing to open up to a new possibility, okay? I do not work well with negative Nancys. I do not work well with women that have that like, yeah, I know. Because here's the thing, and I say this with total love and respect. If you, I know, but you haven't had the transformation and you haven't really created mastery, you don't know. I say that with all due love and respect. I read all the books. I did all of that from 12 to 29, right? And I have not been on a diet for 13 years. 13 years I have not counted a single calorie, okay? And none of this was an accident. What I mean is, I struggled with dieting, with self-esteem. I used to take diet pills. I had abuse in my life from an abusive relationship. I had alcoholism in my family. So I'm not just this girl that woke up being like Mary Sunshine and super inspiring and motivating. I worked to create this. So that's why I'm so passionate about who I choose to work with, because I know the value of being on the other side, because I have been down in the freaking dumps. And I know how shitty it feels. It sucks, okay? So I don't work well with women like that. Just want to be really clear. Who this program is for, and I'm going to give you all the deets, so not to worry. Who this program is for those of you that are really ready to declare that 2018 is your year, that you are ready to stop dieting. And let me also make this clear. I have a lot of clients that I work with where weight loss is not even a goal. So I have clients, you know, like my client Jimena, who is now down 80 pounds this year. And then I have other clients like my client Jenny, who hired me because she wanted that balance. She wanted to create that ease and flow in her life with her busy schedule as an entrepreneur and a mom, and as, you know, dealing with her relationship and really creating a beautiful life. Okay, so it's really important that you know this. This is not a weight loss program. Okay, some of the girls I know that are here, weight loss was not even your goal. I know that my client Leela, weight loss was not a goal for her, right? I know that there are many, many women that are in the program where weight loss is not even a goal. However, if weight loss is your goal, you will lose weight. I love this story. My client Ellie has been in Lighten Up, and weight loss was not a goal for her. She joined for other reasons, and oops, surprise, I ended up losing 20 pounds. So just know that this program is for you if you're really an action taker, okay? It's really for you if you are ready to have this year be your best year yet. So let me explain, you know, what's included in the program. Jenny said it's not only weight loss, it's much more. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Jenny. So let me explain to you how the program works, okay? It's a year-long group coaching program. Yes, 20 great team, woohoo, okay? It is an invite-only program. That's really important. So if you think I'm gonna put up a link and you're gonna, like, you know, put your credit card information and join the program, that's not how this works at all. And there's a real reason for this. We really keep the community in this program, we really keep it very, very high. And so it's really important that you're shoulder to shoulder with other women just like you that are like, yep, this is my year. And no matter what, I'm making this be my year, and I'm ready and I'm stepping forward. Okay, so it's really important. So it's not one of those just like anybody can join, with all due respect. It's really, we want to make sure that you're the right fit. Alex, yeah, she's going to be new in the squad next year. She said, so excited for this to begin. I'm excited for you too, honey. So that's important to know, okay? So here's the components of the program, okay? The first component, yes, there's a nutrition component, whether weight loss is your goal or not, whether it's 5 pounds, 15 pounds, 50 pounds, or 150 pounds, okay? We have a wide range in the program. Okay, so you will get my comprehensive nutrition program. I do, of course, provide that for you. Why is that so important? Remember key number one, it's not about this either or. It's not about giving up everything in your life. It's about creating that balance. And you do that by using food, okay? So here's what's really cool. You know, the fact that these women that are all currently in Lighten Up, we had a call yesterday, they're like, we're not on another diet in January. That is so much power, okay? So this solves key number one, that idea of I have to give up everything. You do not. You know, when you're using the Lighten Up food plan, you can eat in restaurants. Yes, of course, you're making different choices, but it's really this beautiful dance. You get your body into balance, and that's why the women have such great results. Those of you that are in the Facebook group, feel free to share some of your stories here, some of your results. I love, you know, hearing from you guys, so I'm going to kind of look over in the Facebook group and see what people are shouting out here. It's kind of weird to see. Leela says the nutrition really helps with the mindset. It's amazing. Jimena says it's life-changing. That's awesome. Girl, I mean, I can't even say enough about Jimena. It's literally, Eileen says, Lighten Up has helped me get back my inner joy. Oh, I love that. Okay, so this is what it's really about, you guys. Okay, so the nutrition is important. I give you a whole nutrition program that I only give to the girls that are in Lighten Up. Okay, you can't get it anywhere else. It's not online. You know, I don't give it to any of my other programs. It's specifically for this, but you will create balance in your life in a jiff. Okay, I just said in a jiff, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, it happens, and it happens really quickly, and it's powerful, and it's not a diet. Okay, so you don't have to give up your life. You will will learn the concept, which I teach very clearly in the program, turning the volume up and turning the volume down so that you can go on vacation, so that you can have holidays, so that you can go to beautiful restaurants, eat wonderful, beautiful food, and have the body that you want and have the confidence that you want. Okay, so if you guys are excited about that, please do let me know. Bryn said such a great year. I'm just kind of scooching through. Tracy is the real deal. Oh, thank you so much. Dawn said, I'm so excited to start LU soon. I'm so excited for you. It's going to be amazing. Yes. Okay. So great. This is awesome. Okay. So that's the nutrition component of it. Second part of the program is the coaching. Okay, so remember, key number 2 was that it all starts on the inside. Problem solved, my fine feathered friends. If you have been struggling like I was from 12 till 29, so how many years is that? That is 17 years, okay? 7 years, 17 years, math whiz here, 17 years, okay, with the diet roller coaster. If you have been in that back and forth, black and white, having countless Mondays, having countless New Year's resolutions, it's not a problem with the scale. It's a problem between your ears. The inner gates the outer. And in Lighten Up with the coaching, we are going to teach you how to really break through and really create your breakthrough year. Okay? Very, very important. It's done. And so it is done. Okay? How do we do this? So every single month, there are 2 live group coaching calls with me for the course of a whole year. So I want you to think of that as like, it's your little brain transplant over the course of the year, but I'm totally serious about this, okay? We focus, I will tell you, once you get the nutrition dialed in, that's what we start with. The women, like, boom, within the first month and a half, they're pounds down, they're inches down. They're like, holy crap, this is working, awesome. How do we get it to stick? It's the mindset, it's the coaching. And that's really, sorry, I have like super dry lips here. That's really what I'm so passionate about, is really getting in between your head so that you start having different thoughts, different beliefs that will create different actions so that you create a different body and a different life, a life that lights you up. I know that it works because I work these tools. Okay, so you get group coaching, 2 group coaching calls live with me every single month, which is pretty darn awesome, okay? Then, Bryn just said, the coaching has been my safety net. Yeah, and here's what I want you to hear, okay? Not only will this inform your body, but this will also inform your life. I have women like Leela who are creating brand new businesses because they got all of the gunk that was in their way and blocking them, and they're blooming and stepping forward into what they really know is their truth, right? Because when you remove those blocks and all the crap, the stories that you tell yourself in between your ears, it frees you up, it creates freedom, okay? So the other part of the coaching is you also get private coaching. Why do I do that? Because I'm super generous and because I want you to get the support that you want. We care so much. We call them the Lighten Up Squad. Shout out to the Lighten Up Squad. We care so much about the girls in Lighten Up. So we really want you to get the result that you want so that at the end of the year, imagine this, you guys, it's December of 2018. So it's, 12 months from now. And you've had the best year of your life. You have lost weight if that is your goal. You are feeling more confident. You are feeling inner peace. You are feeling happier. You are feeling like you can navigate through life more. That's what this is all about, okay? And that's also why the program's a year. I got to get you through all of the birthdays, the holidays, the celebrations, all the good times, and also through the crappy things that probably will happen. You don't hire a coach and your life gets perfect. I hate to break it to you. I used to think that was going to be the case. It's not the case. The power in coaching is when the storms of life come up, that you know how to navigate them. Okay? Angie just said the coaching is so invaluable. It provides so much support and direction for me. Totally, girlfriend. Totally does. And what a transformation you have had inside and out, Angie. So that's the coaching. And then the third part that's like super valuable is the community. Okay? Remember, key number 3 is doing it alone. Doing alone and doing it on your own. Remember, that's a 95% failure rate. 95%. Problem solved. Problem solved, girlfriend. Why? because you're not doing it alone. You're in the squad, okay? It's absolutely amazing what happens. Erica said, I went through some of this, you, Erica, I didn't realize which Erica it was. Absolutely, I went through some of the hardest times during Lighten Up, and because of Lighten Up, I love my life more than ever. Bam, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that, Erica. You know, there is such power in being shoulder to shoulder with other women that are absolutely on fire and that are taking a no matter what attitude and really living their best life. You know, we do not let you down. You can't hide and Lighten Up either. Just spoiler alert for those of you that are in like other programs of mine that are really big where there's like a sales page you can just come on in. This is not Lighten Up. You have to have a conversation with us, and you also can't hide. That's a good thing. That's in service to you. Why? Because when crappy things happen, what's the human nature thing to do? Retreat. Oh, I'm not doing what I know I should be doing, so I'm going to hide. Oh, I'm not eating according to my plan, so I'm going to hide. Oh, I'm struggling right now, so I'm going to hide. We're with you. We're taking you, holding you up, holding your hand, and right there with you. Wendy just said, it's been an amazing year worth the investment, holistic tools and change. Yeah, that's awesome. So awesome. So, you're not going to be doing it alone. All right. So all three of these keys are absolutely there for you. This program is, I'm going to say it is my baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love it because it freaking works. You know, so if you are a woman sitting there being like, hell yes, this is my year and I'm ready to break through all of the crap and all of the stories. I'm ready to not struggle with my weight. I am ready to feel confident. I'm ready to feel beautiful. I'm ready to show up in the fullest expression of myself that I know to be. Then I want to talk to you. Okay, so I'll type in a link here, and I actually have to get it. So I will put it in the replay, and I will also put it into the Facebook group. And we have very few spaces open over the next few days to have conversations with women that are really curious about Lighten Up and really ready to take action. Okay, like I said, if you're going to be, excusey-loosey, I can't talk to you. And I'm totally serious. But if you're like, you know what, this is it, this is my time, I'm ready, then that's what it's all about, okay? Jennifer said, I'm Lighten Up Squad. Tracy Campoli and her team is amazing. That's so awesome. So these are real people that are in it, you guys, okay? And I would love to support you too. So I will put a link. Let me just see. We're going to see if I can put this while we're talking here. So hang on, let's see. Can the blonde work technology? So let me just see if I can pull up the link here. Bear with me. And while I'm doing this, I do encourage you if any of you have any questions, feel free to type your questions into either Facebook or into the chat box here. I'm just double checking that I'm doing this correctly. Yes, okay, so boom, where am I? Okay, so here is the link for you to have a conversation with us, okay? Oops, not to Heather, sorry. I want this to everybody. Great, boom, okay, so it's in there. And I'm gonna also put it on Facebook, so bear with me while I go back to the old Facebook here. Boom. Boom. Okay, great. It is in there in the comments. I will also put that in the description box for you. Let me see. I'm going to just see in the chat box here if there are any questiones. So please hold. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Chat box. Open up the chat box. What just happened? What did she do to the chat box? Sorry, for some reason I can't see the chat box. Hang on one sec. Here we are. Got it. How does it coincide with Hot Body for Life? Erin, why don't we have a conversation? So book a time with me and I'm happy to talk to you. I am so scared to pull back the curtain on myself. I must be ready. Leslie, you must be ready. I get it. Let me talk about fear. Fear is completely normal. It is normal to feel afraid. Girls that are in the Lighten Up Squad, any of you guys been afraid? please type it in here. It is normal. We have a term in Lighten Up, we call it nerve excitement, okay? Where it's like, holy shit, I'm terrified. And also like, oh my God, I know this is for me. That's actually exactly the place that you want to be in. Why? Because like I said, you're not jumping out of a window by yourself. You are with the squad. You are shoulder to shoulder with other women just like you that are like, this is my year. I am ready. I am ready to make lasting change and create my best. Oh, that's so sweet, Erica. She said, it is such a supportive place. Pull back the curtain. I'm going to pop over to Facebook. It's kind of weird. I'm trying to do like everything all at once here. So bear with me here. Let's see. Kenya said, fear is normal, and I'm so glad to be nerve excited. Yeah, Kenya, and I'm super excited to support you this year because it's going to be awesome. All right. The only thing I don't see, Bryn said, do it. Talk to Tracy. Yeah. I'm trying to see how this shows up. If I can, okay, pin that to the top. Great. So you will see the link here. Yes to being afraid. Good. I'm trying to see how the Facebook comments come in. So forgive me for not looking at you guys right now. Boom, boom, boom. If you have questions in Facebook, please do ask. I see a lot of people typing in about their results there, which is awesome. So yeah, this is great. Oh, good. Lori, I'm glad that resonated. Information does not equal transformation. Heck no, it does not. It truly, truly does not. Okay, I'm popping back over here. Great. So, all right, you guys. So again, you've got the link here. You have the link in the chat box. And I'm ready. We're ready to talk to you. You know, like I said, this is invite only. We do have a certain amount of spaces available. That's not BS. That is true. Why do we do that? Because we want to keep the quality of the group super, super duper high. This is my 3rd year doing the program, so it's not new. So, you know, this year I'm like, hell yeah, this program's a shit, because it is. So it really is, I mean, honestly. And yeah, so if you know that this is for you and it's really calling you and you're really ready to take action, I encourage you to have a conversation with us. We will answer your questions. We will get you started, and you know, leave the excusey Lucy at home. Let's get into action, Jackson. All right. I know that was so corny, but why not? All right, you guys. It was great spending time with you today. Let me see if anybody else has any questiones on the Facebook here. Boom, boom, boom. Great. Yes to being afraid. Yes, that's awesome. Good. It's normal. Fear is normal. It's totally normal. But, you know, life is really worth living when you break through those fears. It's always scary until it's done, guys. You know, it was scary for me too before I learned all of the tools, the techniques, and the strategies that I share with you in Lighten Up. You know, like I said before, I was scared shitless. I didn't know what was going to happen. And I thought my life was just going to be the way that it was, which was, you know, not looking good. It was really not looking good, with the low self-esteem, with the, you know, dieting roller coaster, with the self-loathing, with the, you know, terrible things that were going on in my life. And those things are all related. So awesome. All right, you guys, I'm going to hop off here. And like I said, we're happy to speak with you guys. And I wish you all a beautiful day. And for those of you that are ready to take that next step, I cannot wait to welcome you into Lighten Up. All right, you guys, big hugs, big love, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.